Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Myst Masterpiece Edition. I think they really missed a trick here by not just calling it Masterpiece Edition. I
Yeah.
think they take themselves too seriously. They were too worried about prestige. As you can see here, we have the blue page. I have the blue page in my grubby little hand. I went back. We ran the whole damn underground maze again. What an annoying way to build a thing. You know? But we're here. We got it. Let us watch this captivating message. Just to help resituate everybody in the world of Myst.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend. Bring in the blue pages. I see. Convinced Cyrus is guilty. Pray, do not release him. He will destroy me just as he did. Innocent bystander. I've been wrongly tricked into imprisonment. You have observed his unbridled lust for riches. In the 4 remaining worlds, some plot. It was almost perfect. Final blow to father. You tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer. I didn't murder father. Bring me the remaining. Please. Liar. Fooling a liar. Must not be free. What? The remaining blue pages from the last age of Myst. I must be free. You must free me. I cannot bear it here for eternity. Free me.
Why on earth did they make these so long?
I think they just did one take. And I don't know if they wrote a script.
You don't think they were scripted? I feel like they have to have been.
I think they were loosely scripted. Like, here are the
Okay,
things,
all right.
and they did a take. Because why would you write it so long like that on purpose?
No, it's not. I mean, that is what
Yeah.
I'm saying, for sure.
Yeah.
So this is like the device. Is stuff exploding out here? Do you hear that?
No.
Is it in my own head?
Okay, we can't turn the wheel anymore.
No, we can. It just doesn't seem to do anything. There's this tiny. That's right. We discovered the tiny little space over here that lets you turn it the other way. But turning
Let's turn it on.
Right. Well, turning it's not having any effect on anything though. Like you would expect that there would be some indication. Right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not changing the fire, it's not changing the indicator on the barrel, it's not changing the...
Is there a point where you can't turn it anymore?
I can try. You kinda, okay. Yeah, it won't go anymore now.
Okay.
So I guess we've opened it all the way. Okay,
I hear that now, yeah. Let's go look at the tree.
Oh. Oh. I think the tree is rotating. Okay, hold on a second. So wait, I did something... The wheel is still in the all the way open position. But yeah, the thing that was happening there was the tree was rotating or was moving in some way. Because there was like an
All right.
a light here that was not there later, but because everything is, you know, not animated, I can't tell if it was supposed to have been sliding up or down or turning around or, and for some reason I'm not allowed to just like look like a person
Yeah.
would.
Can we
So
try turning off the thing and then turning it back on again?
6,
6,
7.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 20.
Why would they do this? Okay.
Okay. Let's
Hold on. It depressurized. Yeah, see, there's something. Hold on. There's something going on here.
you missed.
So you had to
Fuck you
press
for
that.
this.
You had to light the thing, turn it until it fired upward, and then close it all the way again. And it was so many clicks.
24 clicks.
Ugh, why would it be designed that way? Who would do that? Okay, well that's just gonna let us back out. This is gonna be, I bet it's gonna be a real pain to get pages back from this world to the books. Well, I guess in the past though, we don't come back to where the book is, right? We come back to that main library chamber. So never mind. Maybe everything's fine. Maybe I'm just upset about that one puzzle.
This happened a lot with this game, though.
Oh, we read about this one, didn't we? Didn't we read about them? We read like a little adventure when they were kids that they, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you say we read about all of them, but we didn't read anything substantive about most of them, I feel like.
Yeah, I think this is the first one we read about and we were paying the most attention to. Because
Okay, so I can toggle that back and forth. Although it gives no indication that would be closed, right?
probably?
Okay, there's a switch here that I can pull downwards that stops the sound of the water as long as I hold it, but then it snaps back up afterward. Yep, that sure does go to the water. So this is pumping water up for some reason.
But these puzzles have seemed less irritating to you. Do you think, and you might not have an answer here, if you had played them in 1995 or whenever?
So I did play a little bit of the game when it was newer. We didn't yet have a computer, but my uncle did, and he had this. And I remember thinking that it seemed like a very strange game when I was young, but I didn't really have it didn't make a huge impression on me. I don't know. I guess the like 3D renders of stuff just didn't grab me for whatever reason. Okay, what if we let the water go this way? Problem is there's all of these branching junctions. The question is, where do we need the water to be running to?
Right.
That doesn't seem useful. So, and it's always kind of hard to tell, like when you step forward toward a junction, is he gonna step to here,
yeah.
or is he gonna step to there, and you have to turn around to interact with the thing? Okay, this one doesn't valve. Okay. Boy, that's... I don't want any part of this. Okay, so I guess that's probably where we want the water going then.
Okay. I mean, I know when we decided to start doing this, when I pestered you until you said okay, um, that it's an older game, and
Yeah.
so there are going to be artifacts of that within the experience. How much do you enjoy looking at older games?
I enjoy looking at older games. Some when they're good. Oh god, where are we? Hold on. Now I'm all turned around. I'm not facing the right direction anymore. So okay, right now the water's running to this thing.
Okay.
I think, is that right? Have I set that
I
correctly?
think so.
Oh, wait, where am I along the chain? Oh my god, it is so easy to get lost. So hold on. If I direct the water this way. I can't make this open, so I guess that's not a useful thing to do. If I direct the water away from there. Yeah, now we don't have the engine noise anymore. Okay, so that's good. That tells us that we understand what we're doing here. And I've got the water pointed this way and then this way. And if we then set it here, theoretically we should be able to get in this and close the door. There. Okay. The lever doesn't work if you haven't closed the door manually.
They don't have a way to detect that. I'm sorry. That's not how that technology works with a tree box.
Yeah, that's not how this magic works, Amabel. Is that what you're prepared to say?
It's not a sensor.
Listen, sorcery doesn't function like that.
I think this is magic. I think that's just supposed to be like a science.
Yeah, what is that water? What's the water doing precisely in the tube? It's making the elevator
powering
work.
the pulley.
Powering. You don't know what's going on here.
Hydroelectricity. Hydrophobia. The box has rabies. You shouldn't have gone in it.
Yeah, I never should have touched it without gloves on, that's for sure. I can't really... Is that... No, it's not. I thought this was going to be a piece of paper on the ground, but I think it's just inconsistent lighting on the wood fibers. Like,
Cool.
I think some of it's supposed to be wet and some of it's not. Oh, wait. I saw... Okay, I think all I was seeing was the turn left cursor. Okay, so this is horrible. This is a huge nest of identical looking tree buildings.
Yeah.
That we can only kind of look at some of the angles of. And so it's impossible to ever know where we are. This is going to be truly horrible.
I would offer to draw a map, but I don't really...
Oh, I turned the thing off. Shift H. There it is. Once again, Amabel cannot see the clicks, but now you viewers, you dear viewers, can see how much I am clicking. I would love to step around this post and be able to look at the objects in this room, and we just can't. The only thing I can do is turn around. It is a little bizarre. So, like, okay, we're basically done with this game, right? We have...
Yeah.
We have reason to believe we are in the last age. Both of the books now have made reference to this being the last age.
Yeah.
What do you think of Myst, Amabel? What do you from your sort of background and stuff?
Um, so I can recognize the ways in which it was different from what was coming out and the way in which it tries to use some of its limitations. But I do think, I talk a lot about games being irritating because most of the games I make are irritating on purpose. Because I'm a trouble fucker, is I believe how you usually describe me. I try to do a mischief. I try to find.
That is a
Um,
private term.
I'm sorry. You can bleep it.
It's all right.
Uh, Try to find interesting ways to evoke frustration, irritation, uh, and other emotions that you don't typically see in board games in the same way.
Yeah.
And so games that are kind of abrasive, I enjoy them, but I enjoy them when I feel like the abrasiveness is being done on purpose and with a sense of humor and or sadism. Um, I This is clunky because it's clunky and primitive,
Yeah.
not because um, and to a degree, is this more clunky than other games of its period, of its type? Are there other games of its type? Is this an adventure game? Is this a puzzle game? Uh,
Well, there weren't
uh,
really other games of its type in its period critically, right? Okay, so
exactly.
this is that first branch. The
Okay.
door we opened by pulling the switch in the treehouse leads down to this first branch. In case it was not clear to people while you were um, very slowly answering my question, um, the move I'm making here is I'm just like effectively I'm keeping my hand on the left wall,
Okay.
just following the left wall to traverse the second floor tree maze.
So to wrap it up as much as I can,
Sorry.
I, I'm sorry for talking so slowly. I did not have prepared remarks. I think it shows its age in a lot of ways that make it not particularly satisfying. And some of the puzzle construction in particular is obtuse in ways that aren't my favorite.
Hmm.
Um, the lack of a lot of feedback to what you're doing, which is what helps you figure out how to solve a puzzle in a video game, is not great. But how many allowances do you make for something based on its age? And um, yeah, so I guess that's where I am with it. Like I recognize its kind of importance and novelty while not necessarily enjoying it super much. But I mean, I kind of figured when we started this wasn't going to be like my favorite shit ever. You know?
Well, yeah, this
Are
you're kind of like you're answering a little bit, I think, a different question
okay.
than the one I asked. Aha, up to the third level. Because like all that stuff is sort of forgive me. All that stuff is sort of obvious. I mean, like as like because I assume you wanted to play it, with an eye to it as a historical curio, as like
Yeah, and
a thing that
I'm
a thing
getting
that it particularly. Ooh, hello. Oh, the actual fuck.
it's a little spooky.
It's a little spooky.
Yeah, so I'm
But yes, like as a thing that shows like where stuff once was and gives you context for how far we have come and things like that. Like, what do you think of it? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Uh,
This particular room has so many different places you can stand, which is so different from all of the other rooms up here.
well, what I think of it is I see things that have built on it. You know, um, certainly there are other kind of puzzle games like this. Um, something I know Blueprints was somewhat influenced by this. In a way, is this the first walking simulator?
Uh, no, because this is definitely not a walking simulator. For among many other reasons. I don't know what to do with that. So when I click on this device in most places, it does this thing. I don't really know what to make of
Yeah, I
that.
don't want to. You shouldn't put your hand in there. That's not safe.
Very weird. All right, so we'll walk around the back of the thing.
And something I do find interesting is that a lot of what I think of as puzzle design in an environment is kind of in that adventure game mold where you have inventory stuff, and there's no inventory here. It's just switches and levers and tubes and points of interaction, but there's no like take object A, put in object B, and I think that gives it an interesting feeling. It's still very obtuse, but
Huh.
I hope I pushed the right button, my dear. What a very interesting device you have here. I'm not erasing anything important, am I? Remember, he is preparing. Take only one page, my dear brother.
He is preparing. Take only one page, my dear brother. Why, Amabel, I think these lads were in cahoots.
yeah, I think so too. Also, I do again enjoy the community theater vibe of these actors. I don't know where they found them, probably community theater. But it, there's something very there's a thing about this that is very there's a charm to it. There's a kind of I used to watch a lot of movies made by local or no budget filmmakers, and this feels of a piece with that, where it's clearly just a couple of people, a few people making a thing passionately without a lot of resources, and it has a lot of idiosyncrasies as a result. Um, yeah,
This is a door, right? Right here? Am I wrong?
maybe
I guess I'm wrong. But is this not obviously a door? No, I guess the wall on this
That's
side
a
looks that
door.
way too.
There's a wall, yeah.
Okay, so we found both the red and the blue pages. Oh, what's this? Vault access, something land of Myst. We saw the other half of this.
Okay, did we take a picture of it?
Possibly.
Let Let me check my Myst pictures.
Locate something switches on the island. These switches to the something, then go to the dock and the marker switch at the off position.
Okay, well I don't have
It's the other half of it. Can you take a picture of this right now? Because the other half of it's on the first island. It's on the Myst island. So it'll be easy enough. It'll be easy enough to complete it.
All right, hang on. Let me. All right.
You got it?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although I think I know what it says already.
So I recognize the value of the thing. It's interesting to engage with it. I think the clunkiness plus how obtuse the puzzles are does make it something that, I'm not likely to revisit the way I do with a lot of older media. One of my favorite films is Gold Diggers in 1933, and certainly it shows this age, but there's so much delight in it, and the delights here are fewer. But I certainly see how it's just had an influence. I don't know. That's kind of, maybe those are obvious comments, but that's kind of my. I'm not blown away by it, but
Well, like, one wouldn't expect that you would be, right? Like, what do you see like of value here? How does this answer your questions about, like, I don't know, things connecting to other things, or just have you gotten anything of value out of this experience, or have I played all of Myst for nothing?
I mean, the value. I mean, in a way, engaging with a game with
Okay, so
clunky
now that's going
controls
across the thing.
and bad puzzles, it has a value in that we can see why we don't do it this way anymore. I don't know.
Okay.
Do you feel you've gotten value out of it?
Well, see, the thing is, you keep saying engaging with a thing that has bad controls and clunky. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We got this. You keep talking like you're engaging with it. I guess my real question would be: do you think that you would feel the same way if you were the one who had to bear the brunt of your experimentations, instead of you sending me into the lion's den over and over again?
I mean,
I'm gonna save the game in case this kills us.
Okay.
Because I am gonna put I'm gonna put the page in the book. Because we can't go back. We can't go get the other page if I can't put this page down, right?
Yeah.
So does watching the full video?
Hello. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. He was Cirrus who did this to me. Cirrus, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. He's a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies. Do not believe him. He killed my father. He will kill you. Began when my brother Cirrus began to lust for riches. He stole from the ages of Myst. He hoarded riches for himself. My father slipped away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the ages of Myst, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. His lowly brother. He did him. And then Cirrus began to destroy the ages of Myst. He burned their forest. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. He murdered their inhabitants. He destroyed all but 4 of the ages. Of course, I had a woman father. When I finally found him, there was Cirrus also, talking cleverly. tongue of a serpent. He'd convinced Father that it was I who destroyed the ages. He convinced Father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And Cyrus dealt the final blow. He tricked Father into believing that I was the murderer. But Cyrus did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. And his father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, Father imprisoned us both. I'm sure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother is a deceitful liar and deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me. You must only recover one additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf. It's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burned books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you to the last blue page.
Okay.
Remember, take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to me. And do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, or you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Go.
So, would you, Blue 158, would you make a note of that, please?
Yeah.
And then let's go get the other page, because we're going to want to see the full red video, even though these are so long.
Yeah. So, I mean, so part of it was, of course, part of it was wanting to see the older things, see how these kind of games started. But part of it was I wanted to sit and play some cool puzzles with you, because I really like shotgunning with you while you do puzzles. Like, that's the thing I really enjoyed about playing Blueprints with you, as irritating as it often was. And help you with that Golden Idol expansion. And the thing is, these puzzles are not my favorites.
Damn it. All right, we need to do it on the way down. So we need to wait for it to go up, turn off the heat so that it depressurizes and starts falling, and we need to get it on the way down.
Is it stuck? What?
There we go. It wasn't
Okay.
turning either direction for a second there. I think I had to wait for it to finish. So this sucks. This is bad.
Yeah.
So Amabel, I will say that I do one thing I do remember for sure is the structure of the ending, how this works at the end here. Do you feel like you have it? Do you feel like you have the grasp of it?
A grasp of like the ending, or just of the
Yeah,
game?
what's gonna happen here?
Either we give both of them are going to want a page from the design, from the little elevator panel thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you give one to one of them, it's going to have one ending, and then there's probably a third ending with, he says, stay away from the green books. Some with the green book, there's a third ending. But I don't,
Did you find that curious? The green book? What green book?
well, exactly. I don't know what green book.
Okay. So I mean, do you want me to? How do you want to do this here at the end?
I mean, I'm fine with whichever, unless there's like a canonical ending you know how to get and want to show me. I'm fine with whichever ending you wanna
Well,
do.
I mean, I do believe that I do believe that one of the endings is canonical because there is a sequel.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go
So I
up to the third level, go grab the other page, go back
get
down,
the other
turn the
monologue.
water, and then. So it's gonna be a second
Yeah.
here while I grab
Yeah.
this. Wait, sorry, this is the wrong direction. Want to go
Have
this way?
you? So I feel like you haven't necessarily enjoyed the time playing Myst. Have you enjoyed spending the time with me, or
Well,
am I on
sure,
thin ice?
sure. Of course, I've enjoyed spending time with you.
What do you think of these puzzles? Not just like the implementation of interacting with them, which is kind
Well,
of hard to divorce from the puzzles, but
yeah. Well, can I tell you? I actually one of the things that's really jumping out at me about this, and I'm finding myself a little surprised by, even though, as I have said before, I did complete this game before, is how like extremely elementary it all is. Not to say necessarily the
yeah,
puzzles themselves, but like the design of it, where each age essentially has one puzzle. It's like you do a puzzle on the island to open the age. And there's a central mechanism that's like, here's one puzzle and here's the opening hint. Here's the next puzzle and here's the opening hint for that one. And then you do the one puzzle, it opens up the age, you go into the age, you do the one puzzle, and then you get the book and you come home. Or you get the pages and you come home. Like I don't know. I guess I didn't remember it being so small. It feels very
yeah. There's not a
small, you
lot of
know?
game here. Yeah,
I guess I remember. I guess if you had asked me, I would have told you there was more than one puzzle per island. Probably, I don't know, but that's the thing that's really impressing itself upon me. So we're gonna watch this, and then I guess I'm just gonna tell you what's up.
okay.
And then I don't know. We'll probably
And we can
watch.
call,
We'll
it
probably
there if
watch
you
the
want.
endings. We'll probably watch all three of them, right? Like,
Okay.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Sirius. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Akenov is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. His father was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Akenor has burnt his mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our explorations. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. His thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Akenov's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final chapter. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. This library, which is mostly burned, but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released, and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will be face to face.
Okay.
It's so long.
Who's guilty, Amabel? Who did it? Who should we free?
Both of them. Both of them.
They're both guilty? What do you mean?
They're both guilty.
Shoot. Was this not... Sorry, I thought this was the location of the other half of the message. We have seen the other half of that message. But I think
Yeah.
what the... I believe what it was saying from the thing that you could see there is that all of the marker switches on the island should be turned on, and then this one should be turned off. Indeed. Well, I can't read that. What is it?
And that's a page to go into a book.
Yeah, that's not ideal. I thought it was gonna... Okay. So. 158, eh? Let me, Sorry, let me just drop a save
Yep.
here.
They say there's a few pages, but this is literally all the pages.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't know. There could be text around the diagrams that has been destroyed.
Yeah, let me take
Yeah, any
a
chance you
screenshot
can
of it.
drop that into the Discord call for me so I have it on that monitor?
Yeah, hang on.
Not that it's a horribly complex pattern, but I'm forgetful enough. I don't think I can hold that shape in my head for too long.
Here you go.
Thank you very much.
With your face.
Also, my face is visible. But we'll soldier on somehow. Okay.
Be
so
nice.
This is a good sound. And I'm glad that we have to make it so many times. And then there and there. Right? Just making sure. Okay,
Yeah, I
so,
think so, yeah.
should it... Indeed.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to Dunny. Not yet. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend. As you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Oh. Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I fear you've met my son, Cirrus and Achenar, in the red and blue books Myst Island. In my library. My library. Oh, it contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over-greedy explorers that might stumble upon my island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons, Cirrus and Agonar, we had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them. Oh, they devised a plan. An evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. They used their own mother. Oh, my dear Catherine. To lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except that they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they have done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
Okay. So obviously that's what we're holding here. This is really where I should have dropped the save, because this is like the moment of decision. So yeah, it's like when I said how like sort of simple, how elementary it is, I did mean the story as well. Like, is it possible for anyone to get to this point and not, like, they just have like there's just like a recording in a room you have to go to finish the blue book, where Sirius is like, don't forget, brother, we are working together to kill father, so be evil about it, but not too evil. Like,
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine. It's hard to imagine the structure of this thing actually being functional on anyone. I wonder if anyone ever was. And maybe people who played it as small children.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go. You wanna go see the thing?
Yeah. Let's do the.
Don't worry, Cirrus. We're coming. You're the one who's clearly a good guy because you behaved the most normatively. And you have let's say, the bravest line reads.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, yes!
For example.
I'm free! Oh, thank you, my friend. My dear friend. You've done the right thing. You stupid fool! It looks like perhaps you're in the book now. And what have we here? A page. Oh no. I hope you enjoy your new home as much as I enjoyed it.
I can't see you. You're getting less clear. I hope you're in the boots. The library looks much the same as I left. Oh, I can know. Goodbye.
All right, so I don't know if Discord is auto muting you because it clips your laughter a lot, or if you mute it on purpose. But that seemed to really tickle you.
It is quite a brave performance. Choices are made.
Yeah, when he turned, like, I don't know. It's a series of decisions being made by a person. Oh no, not my unsaved progress.
Wait, I thought you...
Oh, does it just put us back in the room? Do I have to? That's annoying. Because that means I'm gonna have to do this again. Oh, this one. Apologies to everyone. Everyone's ears. Everyone in the entire world.
Oh, you played music for me that's worse than this.
I have Amabel. You are so cruel about the songs of our people. I can't, like... It seems like perhaps you're in the book now. Like, he says it almost like it's a colloquialism, and he's like doing a very clever thing with. Truly bizarre. The other guy is so much the better actor that they gave him all the other roles, and I guess I don't know. He's got range. I guess
I enjoy him less.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, yes. I'm free. Oh, I feel alive. And how do you feel, my friend? But have we here? Perhaps pages you worked so hard for? What? Yes. Oh. Perhaps you're seeing the world from my point of view. Yes. Oh. There's my brother. Oh, yes. Maybe someone will rescue you someday. You lose.
Okay, that one felt shorter.
Yeah.
That performance didn't seem to connect with you on the same level.
Yeah, I mean that one felt of a piece with like performances of the Joker in Batman fan films.
Okay, sure.
Very specific vibe.
Last time, I swear. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Thank you for showing me Myst.
You know, I will
not have
say, I thought I remembered these being in 3 different. I thought they were behind 3 different puzzles. It's like completely insane to have the last 2 pages here with the book, where you can just click on the book and the dad tells you exactly what's up. Like,
Yeah.
truly a bizarre way of putting this together.
It feels like a thing where the scope was originally much.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
We've stepped through.
Feels like a thing where the scope was originally much larger and then got cut down
You think so?
just because of the way.
Hey, look, it's the guy. He's just sitting here.
The way it kind of everything's collapsed in there.
Hey, I brought you this thing.
Ah, my friend. You returned. And the page. Did you bring the page? Ah, give it to me.
No, I flee. That's nice, I guess.
I have a difficult choice to make. My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
So I guess that's what it looks like when somebody else does the thing. We've never gotten to see anybody else do it before, so.
Okay.
I don't really remember exactly, like, we just hit the end of the part I remember. I was not expecting to. Does he actually return? Yeah, I was going to say he must, because there's nowhere else to go here.
I have many questions for you, my friend. But my writing cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife, Catherine, is now being held hostage. Though, in reward, I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst, the books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope you find your explorations satisfying. You will no longer have my sons to deal with.
Stop. Pay attention to me. Okay. He's done with my ass. And really, who can blame him? Well,
Well. All right.
he's done it. And I guess that's it. I guess that's a win. It's an ending, certainly. Yeah, I don't know that there's not a credits roll, I don't think, because you can just see the credits from the main menu.
All right.
At least
Well,
I thought you could. Yeah, I guess that's the end of the game. That's a little anticlimactic.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Myst Masterpiece Edition. We did the thing. We did the thing. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone can say
Thank you for doing this with
that
me.
we didn't do the thing.
And I will think long and hard before I ask to check out another weird old puzzle game.
I would like to leave the island now, please. Get on my boat. This is not my boat. We basically like fell here from the sky, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not clear
so-
who we are or how we got here or what our role in any of this is. And you know
That, as far
they
as we
set
know,
up they set up the sequel already. There. I'm just gonna throw up the end credit scroll here. So yeah, that's Myst. Amabel, any final thoughts?
That was Myst. I do feel it. I was expecting something a lot less, like you said, very simple. The construction is so simple, it's so short,
Yeah.
and a lot of it's so kludgy. I feel like if the puzzles weren't as kludgy, this would have been like a 1-hour game.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, there's too much meat there for 1 hour. But yeah, it's not a very long game. It's not. I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine this as a thing that's impressive, but it's just. I guess it's a lot of it really is just the graphics. You know, the pre-renders. It came out in 1993 is such a world away from where we are now. And like, to be clear, Myst was not universally loved when it released. There were negative reviews that are basically like substantially the thing that I'm saying. It's just like it's a lot of like pretty graphics draped over not a whole lot else.
Yeah.
A
And the
lot
graphics
of the actual meat of the puzzles kind of sucks. In particular, the design of the underground maze, and the fact that you have to go through it twice if you want to grab both the pages is like crazy. I don't think maybe it's unfair perhaps for me to say this, given that I mostly came to it, you know, with knowledge of its predecessors, and so like obviously there's you have to expect some of the wonder to be lost, but like the bits of it that are supposed to be good mostly just don't catch with me.
Yeah.
But I do think it's interesting, you know, historically, if you think about like the other kinds of adventure games that I am really into, like so if you think about, say, Starship Titanic, I think Starship Titanic's a good comparison because Starship Titanic features a lot of the same kind of 3D render graphics, and a lot of the same kind of like walking around. Starship Titanic is a full 5 years later. Right, but it seems like it's a thing from another timeline, right? Like the leaps and bounds that we made in that time. I think part of the problem with Myst is that it's like Myst is almost, I think, suffers from being a little bit too groundbreaking in the sense that it's just like a little bit too early in the evolution of the technologies that it's based on, and it would have, you know, 8 months later, it would have been so much more impressive of a thing that it would have overcome the, you know, I don't know. It's
No, I know what you mean, because there's certainly like there's some films I know of, for example, that really revolutionized certain aspects of filmmaking, but they kind of suck because you know the craft, the why do it this way hadn't really developed yet. It's an impressive tool or tool set, but it's not being used towards a great aim just yet. I do have another game to ask you about.
okay. I want to make 2 more points here real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So point number 1, a thing that I always think of when we're talking about like technology and media and stuff like this, where I think it suffers from being a little too ahead of its time, is the Nokia N-Gage. Are you familiar with the N-Gage?
No.
It was a pretty much universally reviled piece of technology. It is a cell phone that also wanted to be a gaming console. It was like, what if your cell phone was a Game Gear, right?
Okay.
And while that's, you can see the merit in that idea, right? And that's like kind of where we ended up eventually. This is the thing I always want to stress about the N-Gage is Nokia was kind of right, but they got there too soon. The technology wasn't ready for it yet. And because they couldn't miniaturize their chips enough and stuff, they ended up having to make a lot of really bizarre physical engineering choices to accommodate fitting all the parts of that thing together. And so one of sort of the lasting images that people have of the N-Gage is the what was sometimes called the taco design, because the speaker and the microphone were holes in what you would think of as the top of like a Game Gear. So it was shaped roughly like a handheld video game console, and then you would hold it up to the side of your head like a taco. Like you were trying to listen on the spine of the taco. And it both looked completely insane and was the most uncomfortable way to hold that particular object. And in order to, at least in the first generation N-Gages, in order to change games, you had to fully remove the backplate and the battery. The cartridge slot was inside of the phone. And again, it's just like engineering compromises that they were forced to make by the fact that they couldn't make the parts the way they wanted to make them because the technology wasn't there yet. And the second generation N-Gages do fix a lot of this stuff, but by then it was too late. By then they were a laughing stock, right? Like the name was poison. And, you wait another 5 years, and all of a sudden it's like, well, of course my phone should play games. Obviously. Like, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. But they just got there too fast.
Yeah.
And so I guess what I'm saying is I sort of think that Myst is the Nokia N-Gage of adventure games. So fucking take that, Miller Brothers.
That makes sense.
The other thing I want to say is that one piece of the Myst puzzle that we don't have great visibility to now is that Myst was one of the first like really, really well selling CD-ROM games. And that part of the importance of Myst was that it drove a lot of people to buy CD-ROM drives, which then seeded the market for the CD-ROM game revolution that would follow. And it's hard to get across to people who've never really had to deal with separate storage media how big of a difference disc to CD, like diskette to CD was.
Oh yeah.
Because like, the 3.25 floppy could hold 1.4 megabytes. And a CD-ROM could hold, somewhere in the neighborhood of like 800. And while 800 megabytes sounds hilariously small for a video game today, right? I have some things on my hard drive that are well over 100 gigabytes. The difference in magnitude between what you could fit on like a couple of discs and what you could put on a CD, and particularly the kinds of things that compressed well to CD, like audio and video, really like kind of changed everything, and Myst is a huge part of that shift occurring. So
and in that way it would be more impressive at the time, right?
Yeah, and I certainly don't want to talk too much shit, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. No,
it's
I mean,
important.
Comes out. Yeah. No, exactly. I remember as a kid, when my dad would get a new computer game, they'd come on like sometimes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little discs, and having to sit and watch them install one after another and switch to discs and like, this CD-ROMs are a big deal. It's a big deal what we're able to do, And
then, CD-ROMs obviously have their own issues, but we'll get into that more if we ever play Riven. Because boy, oh boy, will we.
I wasn't going to ask about Riven, because I've had enough of Myst, I think.
Okay. I'm done.
But
I'm done with this dude. Just push a picture of what's his name over. I keep wanting to call him Akanar.
But I am curious about a game called Myst. Would we be able to play that at some point? Not in the immediate future.
That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we will be doing something else, probably literally anything other than pissed. So come back for that. I'm saving you. I'm doing the work for you, the viewer. And we'll see you then.